America is blessed with lots of beautiful trees, and among them is an import that came from Asia, and it's known as a Callery Pear. I'd never heard of it before, but in our devotional readings this last little while, in the book that we were reading, there was a mention of the Callery Pear. So I did a bit of a look at it, and about 1900s, early 1900s, they brought these Callery pears to America as rootstock for grafting and making disease resistance possible from their normal pear trees. And somebody in the 1960s decided that it would be a good idea to have these Callery pear trees grown for ornamental purposes. And so we have this word survival. It produces lots of beautiful flowers. It's very, very ornamental, but it does have a few negative problems. And the birds just love the fruit, and it's very small fruit. The trees were supposed to be sterile, but it doesn't work that way. The seeds get dispersed by the birds, they sprout and they grow quickly, and they compete with sunlight. So the forests that they fall into are being competed against. And in 2 of the states in America, it's been declared a weed. Notwithstanding that, at the World Trade Center there in New York, they planted a garden some time back, and it had lots of these Callery pear trees in it. After the 9/11 disaster, when they sorted everything out, they found this stump of a Callery pear tree. And someone decided that it would be worthwhile preserving it and seeing what could be done. It was very poor shape, and they sent it off to a nursery for restoration and rehabilitation. The chappie called Richard Cabo looked after this tree for 9 years, and eventually they thought it was in good enough shape to put back in the ground at the new memorial park that they established at Ground Zero. And it has flourished there ever since. And there it is in autumn. Hasn't quite turned colour yet, like the trees around it. There's some oaks, white oaks around it. And in winter time, of course, it's bare. But in spring, out comes the flowers. And in summer, there it is under that arrow among its companion trees. Just like the pear tree, we can be saved from the destruction that's been appointed to the wicked. A promised land will be vastly superior to any garden that man can make. We, the redeemed, will praise God for his gracious love, mercy, and justice. Our days will be filled with wonder at God's marvellous works. Peace and sublime security in the knowledge that we are forever safe from sin will be our lot.